On this chase, goons nipping at my heels, move my wheels, cause I'm not trying to get killed. Ooh, what I'm gonna do, me and the crew, one false move, we through. Stress level high, it's full court press. Can't guess wrong, the result is death. Adrenaline filled like a kid needing Ritalin. Gotta get away from this bullshit middleman, push to the max, no time to relax. Cause if we ain't swift, we facing the axe. But I ain't trying to hear it, float like a spirit. Finish line coming, I feel it's getting near it. Can't stop now, yo, we almost there, unaware of what awaits us in the air. Safe on the back of the truck, now we ride through the streets, talk about good luck. Man, that was tough, jumping off the building, but if we didn't do it, then our time was up. Never that though, I'm just too swift, blessed with a gift that flows from my lips. Still represent, still talking that shit, still hit your chest like the blast from the fifth. Ain't no stopping, I'ma keep it popping, rolling and rocking, pure hip hopping, soul like rocking. You know I got plenty, I'm a C-note dog, and you more like a penny. Jeff sent the text, asked for the best, so I stepped right in, put flames to the test. Burn it down from dusk till dawn, rise from the ash, and then I'm gone.
Do you want to make a Lazer stream joke since we're right?
Lazer stream, Lazer stream.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 12-hour stream interrupted by Gus roll.
How's everyone doing out there?
I'm gonna storm off.
I got
like
my
they
apple
really
fritter.
cut to you. Oh, these are so good.
These are so good. I got some coffee. I got some orange juice. I got some champagne. I'm gonna be mixing them in various combinations. We're gonna see what the best combination is. I'm betting orange juice and champagne, but you don't know. We'll find out. It's gonna be crazy.
Why are you like doing this announcer style?
I don't know. I felt like I never get to walk around the podcast, and I got a mobile mic. I'm like, yeah, hey, what's up? You know, where are you from? Where are you visiting us from today? Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, well here we are. We got a wonderful prizes ready for everyone to potentially win. Johnny, let's show them what we got.
So, but this is going to be 12 hours. We're going to kind of start off at a breakneck pace of talking about stuff, just to kind of clear the decks so we can get going. These are pretty, by the way. Look, Patrick put all our gold buttons out. There's one for these gold buttons here. YouTube sends these to channels once they get 1 million subscribers. And I think we had 1 million subscribers like 1 million years ago, but we just got them. It was actually Gavin was asking about his button, and we thought, we never got our button either. I think they started, Barbara, I think they started this program after we got our million subs.
Probably after. I like how Gavin's the only one who has his logo on it, too.
Yeah.
Like, we clearly didn't go through the process of getting the logo on there, but
Gavin's is the one that's like farthest on the left. I mean, Gavin contributed to all of them. He's like the only person in the company who worked on all 3 of these channels. But you can see that on his, in the bottom right-hand corner, it's got a little logo for Slow-Mo Guys, and ours just has the words Rooster Teeth and Let's Play. That's our fault. That's
Caleb's fault.
We didn't just send in the logos or anything like that.
Caleb did get these, but he fucked it up and didn't do the logo stuff.
Oh, look at this.
Look at that shot.
God, you guys are on the ball for Saturday at 10 a.m. That's amazing.
You are like Vanna White, Gus.
All right. So I want to talk a little bit about what today is. Today we're going to be doing a 12-hour live stream to promote the Lazer Team Indiegogo campaign. We're going to have a new perk added today. I'm going to make it live in probably about half an hour, which is the challenge coin. We're going to have some art to show you what it looks like. But before we get to all that, I want to talk a little bit about why we're doing this. So when we took a look at crowdfunding campaigns and we saw the way that they work, like we looked at Freddie W's, we looked at Tabletop by Will Wheaton, and we looked at some other film ones as well, we noticed that they all pretty much followed the same trend. They all went really high interest at the beginning. There was a big U shape in the middle, low interest, and then there was a big level of interest at the end as the campaign was closing down. But, we thought if we're going to do these things for 30 days, we should try to kind of combat that. So we plan to do a live stream in the middle of it to make it, we're never going to make it not a W or not a U. So we tried to make it a W with like a little peak of interest in the middle. That's why we did the live stream on, was it Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday.
Yes.
Where we talked about it for backers. And then we have the live stream today for everybody in the world to watch. And actually, we're going to show Barb probably a little bit later. Gosh, probably about, I'd say probably noon or 1 o'clock, 3 hours from now. We're going to show the actual live stream from Tuesday as well.
Okay, so we're going to just roll it.
Yeah, we're going to break and roll to that as well.
But you could see me sitting there listening to you guys, learning about the movie myself.
I didn't realize that Barbara didn't know the plot of the movie when we were talking about it. And also, Barb, you were very nice. You got added last minute. Why don't you tell people how they can talk to us today?
Well, just yell really loud.
That's what would work. Just yell at the top of your lungs.
If you want to talk to us during the stream, use hashtag LazerTeam. It's LAZERTEAM.
You see it in the lower right of your screen.
Bottom.
If you are not watching the stream, you're not hearing us, so I'm sure you see it.
Yeah, exactly.
What is my hat looks funny. How about now? How does that look?
So if you have any questions or you want to just chat along with us, you could use that hashtag, and we'll be checking it out every now and then. Checking it out.
Where is it 1 a.m.? So that would be somebody in Australia watching. It's 1 a.m. for them?
Is it?
Yeah.
Go to bed, losers.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, 8 hours behind, but the next day. So that would probably be somewhere like in Western Australia.
Melbourne and Sydney are 107 right now.
107. So you're so not
good morning.
Not Western Australia, Eastern Australia. Is Melbourne considered Eastern or Central?
I think it's still on the eastern side.
Which does bring up the point that there's a couple of different milestones today that I want to talk about. So today we don't really have any specific goals for like where we want the campaign to go. We just kind of want to raise awareness of it. Now that we've passed our goal, now that we've actually passed 200% of our goal, and we've hit a couple of different stretch goals, really we're at a point now. We talked about it in the live stream on Tuesday and have talked about it in some of the interviews. But I just want to say, like, every time this campaign goes up a level, every time this campaign goes up $1, we're in a stage now where just more and more people become interested in the project. We've been getting a ton of press based on all the records that we're breaking. And here's some crazy stuff that's going to happen, I think, hopefully over the course of today. So first of all, let me get a shot of where we are at the moment now.
We just passed the orchestral score.
Well, we passed that yesterday.
Yeah.
So that unlocked. And we have some people.
So we need to make friends with an orchestra now.
So this is actually really great. So right now we're starting the campaign at 1.39 million. That's a crazy number to say. 1,390,000. So that's going to be our official start. So we hit a couple milestones probably today, and those are...
Did you ever think that you would make 200% of your goal within like the first 10 days?
I mean, so one of the things was when we went to set this goal, our initial goal was higher than 650, but there's a big component of crowdfunding is just exposure and marketing of the project itself, which marketing is a big part of any film
project.
or anything like that. Like if you ever look at Matt and I talked about on our Game Time, which we published last night, we talked about how Destiny is a $500 million game with marketing, but you don't really know how much that is. But also movies are the same way. It's like they have what's called prints and advertising, which is something to add on to the end of it. And in the case of a $300 movie, that can be $250 million to add just in marketing to it. But, hitting goals and breaking records, that's the kind of thing that people like to report on, and that just raises awareness of the project, not for just an audience sake and making the movie bigger success, hopefully, when it comes out, but also it makes the movie a lot cooler because people hear about it and like, what is this thing? I want to get involved with it. Like actors and musicians and cinematographers. I mean, it's just a way to make people aware of it. How many times have you ever heard somebody say, "Oh, I wish I knew that you were doing that"? Like, we'll have people after this live stream will say, "I wish we knew that you were doing that giveaway to go to Rooster Teeth Studios." It's like, well, we talked about it in every possible way. So sometimes getting the word out there can be a hard thing. So we wanted to gear our goals such that we would hit them. We had no idea we would hit them that fast.
Yeah, that's crazy.
10 hours was unbelievably fast.
53 hours was, I think, the exact time to get 1 million.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, Freddie's last campaign was about $850,000. That was his third one that he ran, and he ran it on Indiegogo. And Freddie's a huge influence over some of the stuff we've done with crowdfunding. And so we were hoping to get there maybe, towards the last week or something like that. So, yeah, it just absolutely blew it away. Then the other question is, what do we do with the money beyond the goal? Well, we had always planned to contribute, as Rooster Teeth, planned to contribute money to the movie as well, because we can do that. And we were trying to raise more funds to get us where we wanted to be, to basically make a baseline of this movie. It's like, we know we can make this movie for X amount of dollars, including what we hope to raise from crowdfunding, including what we want to contribute ourselves. But we don't want to make a baseline movie. We want to make this thing bigger and better.
I don't think anybody else would want you to make a baseline movie.
No, I hope not, right? Yeah. I hope that the people that contribute, they want this thing to be as big as possible. But, I mean, that's our job to do that at this point. It's like, we had to figure out, how to do that. And when I say figure out, I mean, it's just the onus is on us to make that happen.
Have fun.
Okay, but some of the milestones we could hit today. So Will Wheaton, as far as I've seen in all my research, Will Wheaton has the highest crowdfunding campaign from a digital source, like from a digital entertainer, because he funded Tabletop Season 3 through Indiegogo as well. That one just closed recently. That was 1.413. So today we should be able to cross that to be the biggest digital group to do a crowdfunding campaign ever. Oh. Then after that, at 1.418 is Spike Lee's movie on Kickstarter.
No way.
Yeah, so
I've had my sights set on him. I'm ready to take him down.
I mean, Spike Lee is a renowned, world famous filmmaker.
Huge Knicks fan.
Huge Knicks fans too.
I think our next stretch goal is 1.5, right? And that's international premiere, right?
That's going to bring us back around to the Melbourne thing. So then the next goal after that is 1.445. There's a movie that was funded for 1.445. That is the 5th highest. So if we get past 1.44, we'll be in the top 5 most funded films on crowdfunding ever.
Wow.
And that's any crowdfunding platform.
And then as we look way further out, at 2.2 million, not going to happen today. At 2.2 million,
never say never,
is the highest funded film on all of Indiegogo, and then we're all only behind the Zach Braff movie and Veronica Mars at that point. So that's a territory that we're getting up into,
Yeah.
And that's a great place to be, and it's all because of the contributions that all of you have made all along the way. Hopefully that you'll contribute today if you haven't before. We got some cool stuff, and we have a cool promotion.
Have you actually talked about the cool promotion?
No, I gotta get to that. It's like I said, we're gonna go at a breakneck pace when we first start here.
Jump the gun, Barbara. Jesus.
Fucking A, slam.
Off to the races.
So the next one is the goal then is 1.5 million. If we hit that today, then that'll be unlock our stretch goal of having an international premiere for Lazer Team. So that will take whatever country had the highest amount of contributions, and this is at the end of the campaign, that will go to a city in that country, and we will hold an international premiere where people can come out and watch Lazer Team in the theater.
Canada, you're so close. Come on, guys.
Canada and Australia and the UK are it's Australia, Canada, and UK.
No offense to Canada, but I really hope that the UK or Australia wins, because that's a much more fun trip.
Wow.
Hey,
Well,
So, screw you.
I think
I'm
you'll piss off
rooting
enough
for
Canadian
Canada.
people that want to contribute now. I also
I'm
want to
trying to get him fired up.
There you go,
there you
Gus.
go. Yeah, sure you are.
There you go. Well, I also want to point out too. Every time I post like the standings of what the countries are, I do that directly from the Indiegogo back end. I just snapshot that and put it out. And every single time people go, "You have Europe listed as a country." That is not me. I understand that Europe is not a country, but Indiegogo, when they can't determine what country within Europe that you're from, it just goes into a Europe bucket. So there is no big Europe bucket. If Europe got, somewhere close to one of the other countries, we'd look at it, but it's really not even up there. It's basically, Denmark and Finland and what else is in
Schmorgen
Europe?
Heckengard.
Tokyo's in Europe, I think. Somewhere. Yeah, but so it's just a general bucket. So please don't make fun of me. My geography is awful, but it's not quite that awful. It's not Indiegogo awful.
I feel like a morning radio show co-host. Like I'm sitting off to the side behind some equipment. I should be like running the soundboard and heckling people.
This is how I feel on the podcast all the time, jackass. This is like
Why?
the power seat over here, and then it's like I gotta wait for Gus to like bring up a topic that I can talk about.
Yeah, like being upside down.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
See, radio DJ crazy guy over
Some people
here.
are upside down right now listening to this.
Some people are upside down listening to. Send us pictures of you listening upside down right
Yeah.
now.
And it's
Hang
not.
upside down.
It's 10 a.m. It's not going to be all yakking all day long. We're going to play video games and stuff like that and have lots
Yeah,
of fun today.
me and Gus are gonna play some Portal in a bit.
Listen. I need help at some point today. I need somebody to help me beat. What is it? Terramorphous with Borderlands 2.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta fucking beat that thing.
Ashley
I got
will help
to.
you. Ashley's got it.
Yeah.
Ashley has like a level 35 siren. What are you
Doesn't
gonna
matter.
do?
She's got it.
No, she doesn't. Listen, I played with her through the
Is
entire campaign.
Terramorphous the
Yeah,
the
you did.
original endgame boss when the game launched, like before DLC?
Yeah, this is the equivalent of Terramorphous
Oh, okay.
in Borderlands 2.
Oh, okay.
Anybody who's
okay.
played Borderlands 2 should know what it is. And if you don't know what it is, I don't need your help. I have a lot of people who say, "I'll help. I'm only level 20, but I'll help." And then I have to play for like 15 minutes with somebody in a party because I'm like, I feel bad. I don't want to just boot them, even though it's no good.
I used to down that boss all the time back before they patched all those exploits with the weapons, the conference call shotgun
Dude.
and the B.
See, listen, there's always some games out there that are like, I want to play them early enough to where I can get all the exploit stuff. Like all the Achievement Hunter guys, all their cribs in Grand Theft Auto are awesome.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Because they all had there was some mission you could run again and again and just rack up dollars. And now it's gone, but they didn't take away anybody's money who did that.
Yeah.
So it's like early adopter shit. What are you going to do? Okay, so we talked about the stretch goal at 1.5 million. That's the big one. I think there's a possibility we could get there today, but we'll see as the day goes on. If we get anywhere close to it, we'll start giving you guys breakdowns of like what the countries are and things like that. I want to be clear though. The country will not be decided today. The country is decided at the end of the campaign.
Yep.
Okay? Want to be clear about that. So it will be cool if we hit it, and we'll talk about it and thank the country who's in first and, make fun of the people who are in second. But
Now's your chance, Canada. You're on the same time zone as us.
yeah,
So
you
go,
can.
go.
The Australians might not even know, Or, Uruguay, you could just fucking come from nowhere, with a huge donation and get it.
Just like the World Cup.
Just like the World Cup. Sorry, England. Didn't mean to bring up Uruguay.
Wah, wah.
It was England they beat, right?
What, Uruguay?
Yeah.
I don't know. They beat somebody.
Is
No,
England gone?
Uruguay.
England is not gone. They've lost 2 games, though. They're pretty much done for.
I saw a thing where mathematically they can do it. Like if Italy wins out 3-0, we're talking about the World Cup now. By the way.
Italy did not win out.
They didn't?
No.
Then I think England's gone.
Yeah, pretty much. Costa Rica beat them yesterday.
Oh, they needed a tiebreaker to go, so I think that mathematically eliminates England. That's really sad. But you're not mathematically eliminated from this competition. You can redeem yourself once again on a world stage.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other cool things that we're doing today is that we're going to introduce a new... oh, wait, I still have to do one more thing of housekeeping. I apologize. Yesterday, we hit 1.375 million, which unlocked the orchestral score, and there's some really cool developments in that department. We unlocked the orchestral score for Lazer Team, and that also will then unlock a perk, which will go in the campaign today, as we add perks today, which is to attend the the recording of the orchestral score, at least one of them. So if you ever wanted to do something like that, if you're interested in music, this will be a great opportunity to do that. We'll put that perk up a little bit later today. So that's my last of my housekeeping on things that have happened. Going forward, we're going to put a new perk in today. We talked about on the live stream on Tuesday, we're going to be adding a challenge coin. which is Aaron. Did you ever grab the challenge coin from over there? I feel so formal, like we got to like come off stage. Hi, Aaron. How you doing?
Your lovely assistant is
My lovely assistant. Thank you. He's lovely. He said he's not that lovely. He is. Okay. So I don't know, Patrick, if you can see these things. Challenge coins are a really cool collectible. This one I have right here is my this is my Lucky Charm. This is my Iron Man 2 challenge coin. This was given to me by the oops. I just dented my laptop. That's how heavy these things
lucky?
are. Yeah. This is from Iron Man 2. The director of Iron Man 2, Jon Favreau, gave this to me. And then here's another one as an example. This is from his movie Chef. But we're going to be adding a challenge coin for Lazer Team as a standalone perk, meaning if you've already donated to the campaign and you just want to add a challenge coin, you can add the Lazer Team challenge coin via a standalone perk, and it'll just be just the challenge coin, and that's it. Or we're going to introduce a new package so that if you've never donated before in any way and you want to add the challenge coin as part of a package, there'll be a separate package so you can do it. So there'll be 2 different perks today that have a challenge coin as part of it. One essentially for people who've donated before, and one for people who are donating for the first time.
Do we have a banana for scale? No, I'm just kidding.
There, hold that. This is the Barb.
Oh,
Is there anything special about that coin in any way?
Yeah, for sure.
Have I played with it in any way? No, this is a magic thing.
Oh, I get it.
Get it?
I thought you were legitimately asking me. And these are awesome.
No, he's illegitimately asking.
Shut up.
So somebody from Australia just tweeted me a picture of them watching the stream upside down.
So no, if they're in Australia, they're actually right side up.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Let's
All right.
not get into this again.
Let's not get lost in the weeds.
I'm gonna eat some apple fritter.
Everyone in the feed is Australian and they're upside down. Every single person.
Retweet it.
Dear Lord. All right, I'll retweet a couple of these.
I tried to look at it upside down.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's still just a person. All right, the other thing is we're doing something special today, which is, obviously this is a promotional event that we're having for the live stream. We had planned this thing way before the campaign even began. And so we're trying to think, what could we do that would be cool for the live stream to generate interest in it? And we had a bunch of perks when the campaign started that were like really high end, like come spend a day as an achievement hunter, come sit in on the Rooster Teeth podcast, those kinds of thing. And those went really, really quickly. But not everyone can do those kinds of things. So we thought it'd be really cool for anyone who donates to the Indiegogo campaign today, starting back when we first started this at 10 a.m. So anyone who donates between 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. basically will select one person at random from all those contributions, and then we will give that person air travel and a stay in a hotel for a visit to Rooster Teeth Studios for a day in Austin, Texas. What? Now, really quickly, I'm just going to read over the rules that we've established for this just so we're clear on everybody before people start donating in expectation of that. Number one, you get a chance to win by donating at the BTS level or higher. So the behind-the-scenes level or higher during the live stream. That's the $10 level. Make sure you select a perk there as well. There's only one entry per person. Donating multiple times does not create additional chances. So instead of donating $10 5 times, just donating $50 one time and actually getting something like a challenge coin or something like that, that's great. That's probably the better way to do it because you can only enter one time as a person. If a person has already contributed to the campaign, you can become eligible again just by making a contribution today, maybe adding a challenge coin or something like that. We're also in a minute going to talk about if you've made a contribution in the past, a way that you can use that contribution to become eligible for this. You'll have to send an email. I'll get to that in just a moment. The travel is in the U.S. only. If you live outside the U.S., you just have to get yourself to New York or L.A., and then we'll fly you from there. The dates of the visits are subject to scheduling. No guarantees on who will be in the office that day. Everybody travels a lot, so we'll try to work it out so that people are in the office, but it's almost a guarantee that somebody won't be here. But we'll work it out with whoever gets this thing. And then if you live in a place where giveaways are illegal, you can't participate. Likewise, if you live in a place where they would tax you for something cool like this, then that's your responsibility. And then the last big thing is the winner is going to be chosen at Rooster Teeth's sole discretion. We intend to be as fair and as random as possible, but we may just decide to pick somebody because they like their name or because it was raining. Basically, what we're saying is that we're going to make a system that's fair and random to pick somebody who contributes during the live stream, but there's always people who will say, oh, it wasn't fair, it was skewed against me or whatever. So basically, we're saying we're just going to pick whoever the hell we want, and you have to live with that. So we'll try to do it fair, but at the end of the day, the rules just state that we're just picking whoever we want to. All right, and the last rule is, sadly, Gus will not hug you.
Or touch your shoes.
You had
Either
to
of
know
those.
that going in.
Yeah,
Gus,
that's implied part of the deal.
Gus wouldn't hug you.
We should also remind everyone that Motel 6 is a totally fine motel.
What's the shoe touching thing? Do people ask you to touch their shoes?
People want. Sometimes people will ask.
I'm Barbara.
The stealthy,
Pun, pun, pun,
the stealthy
pun.
switch.
Whoa! Did I like duplicate myself? What happened?
People will ask for like shoes to get signed, and I just think it's gross.
Because you get piss all over.
It's a weird.
Yeah.
Oh, you get pissed all over your shoes?
Guys do. Like
Yeah.
when they're standing at the urinal and they're pissing, it like sprays everywhere.
It's gross.
I'm civilized. I piss on other people's shoes. all the time.
Gavin said one time he went to the bathroom barefoot at like our pool over there, and he said that like he ended up spritzing all over himself, and he never realized how much he spritzed on his feet.
It's not really. You're not really-
Spritzed?
Backlash. from
That
Right.
makes it sound like
Backsplash.
a nice
backsplash,
cologne.
not back,
Yeah.
backsplash.
like you walk through a department store and somebody is like, "Would you like me to spritz some urine on your feet?"
Get a little ooh the toilet. See? Yeah.
Oh, the toilet.
Yeah. Fucking fancy over here.
Fucking idiot.
Idiot. Hey, come on.
All right, so let me talk really quickly. If we realize too, there's some people who contributed earlier in the campaign, and they maybe contributed $10 level, and we're very appreciative of that. And so for this promotion that we're running during the live stream, we weren't settled on that we were going to do it at that point in time. And some people have asked, hey, if I had waited or whatever, then I could give my $10 during the live stream and had eligibility to get the trip to Rooster Teeth. So if you've donated before, the way we're going to have you be eligible is you're participating in the live stream is we're going to have you send an email. And to figure out how to do that, you can go to my journal on the Rooster Teeth site with roosterteeth.com/Bernie, and the instructions are in there. It's basically rule number 4 of the live stream. And we'll have Adam add this to the live stream page as well. But it tells you how to do that. There'll be an email address where you send an email with just your name, the email used for contribution, the date of the original contribution, and a subject title so that we can actually find this thing. It's very specific. Just follow those instructions. It's like 3 things you have to do. That's it. Just send an email, and then we'll use that. We'll enter based on your previous contribution. We'll enter you into thing today. Now, that only applies to people that contributed before today. That's all that applies to you. You don't have to send any emails if you're contributing today. Even if you contributed before and you contribute today, you're automatically entered. 1 entry per person. That's it. Okay, that's all I'm going to go over the rules. Makes sense. Make sense? Make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Makes sense?
You should have done it really fast in like the rules voice that normally they use in commercials.
No, because
You mean like what they use at the end of like prescription
Yeah.
commercials?
Yeah.
This,
It's like your
By
doctor.
the
If
way,
you have a question.
this contest may cause erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, your ass may fall off.
there's a lot of
I
other
mean, if you
countries
don't
too.
win,
where-
it'll cause erectile dysfunction.
A lot of other countries were not used to that. Like in the U.S., how much we advertise pharmaceuticals. Like people from other countries get freaked out by that.
You
Yeah,
know,
that was a big deal when they changed that law to where the companies could directly market pharmaceuticals to consumers. That was in the mid to late 90s when that changed.
You know, Canada has a weird law about marketing pharmaceuticals.
What's the weird law?
Is they could either say the name of the drug, but not tell you what it does or what it treats, or they could say all the symptoms and what you need treatment for, and to ask your doctor, but not say the name of the prescription drug.
That may be
do
the
they have to
dumbest
run
thing I've ever heard of.
multiple commercials? Like, okay, we need to run a commercial, but it needs to be 2 commercials. Can they run them back to back? Like they run a
I don't
30-second
know.
spot with the name of the, or with all the symptoms, and then a 30-second spot with the name of the drug.
I don't know, but it's like they have to be like, ask your doctor about this.
So like they're
And they can't
basically
tell you what it does.
They're basically empowering the doctor to make the choice. They're not letting the consumer know what the drugs do,
Yeah.
or what the names of the drugs are at the same time.
Yeah, they have to choose one or the other. It's really strange, and that might have changed. I haven't lived in Canada in 3 years, so I don't know if the laws have changed.
Welcome.
but I am almost fully American.
Say
what does
something
that
Canadian.
mean? What does that mean?
I
Are you
don't
going to
know
go
what
for
you're talking
citizenship
about.
and everything else?
No, she's
Babs?
just indoctrinated. She's just joining us. She's one of us now. She eats cheeseburgers every day.
Well, the really embarrassing thing
Well,
about
that's your
Barbara is that she moved from
One of
Ottawa
the
and
very
Montreal,
embarrassing
essentially. And as soon as she got down here, she acclimated to the Texas heat to
Yeah.
where she wears like a parka indoors now. She can't take the cold
I brought
anymore.
a sweater with me today, just in case.
It's just ridiculous.
Are you
That's-
are you enjoying the air conditioning over there, Bernie?
You're gonna have. I'm happy. Listen, I'm never gonna complain about air conditioning. I love air
You're
conditioning.
on my side. For some reason, the duct for some reason, the duct pours directly where my seat is.
It really does. Like it's like aimed at your seat.
Yeah, Bernie. When we do the podcast, Bernie normally complains that there's no airflow for him on this side of the set. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. It feels fine over there.
I really want to do a podcast where everyone sits in a
Let me
different
tell
seat.
you.
No.
Like I want
anarchy.
I want like Bernie and Gus to sit on the couch and me and Gavin to sit in the chairs. I think that'll be really fun.
I think it would be uncomfortable. People don't like sitting in those chairs. And when Bernie's out or if I'm out, and I have to convince someone, I really have to like twist someone's arm to sit in that chair.
Well, your seat is terrifying. The one time I ever had to like host the patch because like everyone was gone, I sat down there and I went.
That was like the 1 year anniversary too, right?
Yeah, and I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, just fake it.
Like, what do you mean I have to keep this conversation going?
Just wing it. Just talk. Fuck it.
I just need to insert random things like, and moving right on.
Moving right on. That reminds me of this. Interesting segue.
I'd like to read this.
I just need to read this.
Yeah.
How many segues have you learned?
No, I've given up on trying to make smooth segues. Just like, oh, hey, shut up. Okay, let's talk about this now.
Yeah, Gus, you really have. It's just like, fuck it.
Let's just keep things moving along.
At this point, you don't have like an air horn that you just like.
So I'm going to tell you guys a little secret.
Go for it.
I've got an air horn on my desk. I'm thinking about stalking someone in the company and making an RT Life where I just surprise them constantly by.
No, don't give it away.
Well, you know,
I'm not going to say who it is.
I know exactly who it would be too.
And
it is a person who's easily scared.
I would just air horn them. So you get like a shot with the iPhone where you see the air horn in the front and just like go around through the office and just like.
The best part
sneak up and scare them.
Was you testing the air horn.
Oh yeah, we went outside in the back and Barbara filmed me.
He was like.
Were you really?
It's so loud. Really?
It's
like this big. It's like 4 inches long, and it's the loudest, most piercing fucking sound. The only reason I haven't done it is it would scare everybody else in the fucking building.
Nah,
it's so goddamn loud.
It was very high pitched, like
it's
more
also
so.
surprising.
Like,
yeah. It wasn't the like I was hoping for more like a foghorn, like a ship in.
Well, so we've got we have a megaphone that we use to tell people to shut the fuck up when we're filming a news segment. How much louder is it than the siren on that thing? Because that siren makes me
400 times louder.
And faster.
Oh, can we set it off?
You also didn't push it all the way down.
I also barely pushed it.
It was just like kind of like.
Wait, is it pressure sensitive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really loud.
Yeah.
See, Barbara looks like shell-shocked even just thinking about it.
I know. I'm just imagining it in the studio.
Yeah, it would
right
be.
behind someone's ear.
It'd be terrible. We'll wait till you're filming
very
news.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
And then we'll set it off.
You'll be in the middle of a perfect take, and I'll just be like, meh.
Just so you know, we have actually threatened death to people.
Have you followed through on the threats yet?
No, not yet. But we have an elaborate plot.
Oh, are there like traps and stuff set up, like Portal? Like people are gonna have to like go through and like hit buttons and.
Yeah, you'll just see like one day, like you'll just notice that like someone hasn't been in for a while. They're probably in the ducts.
Oh.
Is it gonna be one of the Adams? Because those guys are pretty loud.
It's gonna be one of the Adams.
I've had to walk into their office and tell them to shut up on multiple
You've been really nice about that, actually. Like, we do that, and for whatever reason, they can't hear us.
I could always hear it.
And they have a lot of volume.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
I'll just hear them like, Warcraft or whatever they're talking about.
Do you ever hear us being like, whoever that is, I will fucking murder you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they don't like it either, though. They complain all the time about the complaints.
Because they honestly can't hear it.
Yeah, they don't know when you're filming.
They have a fan going in their office, and for some reason, the way they are in the building, they can't hear the megaphone. Or maybe whoever's
I hear we're
phone.
finally going to be getting red lights indicating when we're on air or when we're recording here pretty soon.
Thank God. All over the place? I can't wait for that. Although, it's like the stuff I do doesn't really matter. The other day we were shooting Barb in your office. You weren't in there when we were shooting this part of it. But Gus was on a conference call, and we were just shooting like a very lo-fi thing. We were rolling, and we would just go quiet when Gus was talking on his end of the conference call. Then when he get quiet, we'd do all of our lines and do our shot.
They would just try to film as fast as they could between my sentences.
Wait, you did a conference call in our office?
Yeah, I did one. I did the conference call in the bungalow, and then I came back, and then I had to do a follow-up call for a few minutes.
It was with an RTX exhibitor. Do you want to say who it was?
Yeah, I was talking with Bungie about their involvement at RTX.
Which, by the way, we
just about RTX.
We opened up more tickets.
Yes, they are available. They're going to go fast.
So you guys explain
Guys, I'm adding the
bit.
challenge coin to the Indiegogo page. I'm in the process of doing it. It's going to take me about 10 or 15 minutes to get it updated. Hey, Patrick, do we want to put up the art for the challenge coin? Actually, no, you know what? Never mind. Hold on. Let me put it up on the site, and then the people can go to the site to see it.
Yeah, we for
First, I'm going to
RTX,
put up the rules in my journal, though.
for RTX, we announced that we're going to have Sunset Overdrive. So Insomniac Games will be out there showing off Sunset Overdrive.
Oh, game is so
So
great.
if you guys
I'm so
want to know
excited.
like where to find me during RTX,
Yeah.
I'll be right there.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so
I really want to play that game.
I'm really excited. And then the No reported on their video the other day, letting people know that they could play as female characters. Yeah. They took like a very sly dig at Ubisoft by dressing up their female character as an assassin.
Good.
Yeah, it was cheeky. It was nice. They never actually said assassins anything, but they're like, of course you can play as a female character.
Here,
Cut
watch
to
this.
gameplay, female assassin.
There was a really
It was like this.
Oh shit!
It was a lot of fun.
I was reading that on Reddit. I read a post where it was about that. It was like a No post on Reddit, which is
Mostly the No videos get filtered out.
Yeah.
Because we normally add like a dash the No at the end. So Reddit's like set up a filter so that they don't all get posted there. But we forgot on that one. We added it later, but the auto post had already caught it.
Yeah.
All those people talking about the gender issue, man.
It was funny. Well, one of them said, like, someone said, "Is this really news?" You know, because it was like it was like number 6 on that page.
Yeah.
And I looked, and the top 5 above it were all posts about dicks. It was like, I'm sorry, are we interrupting the highbrow
seriousness?
conversation?
We have a sausage fest going on. We don't need to hear about female video game characters.
It was
dare
really
you.
so funny. It was like a picture of Gavin dressed as a dick. It was a quote from Jeff talking about dicks.
about
It was
dicks.
like
Like,
all
those are
dick,
great
compilation.
all dick posts. It's like, is this really relevant news?
Is this real life?
All right, so I'm posting right now rules of the live stream, and I'll be adding to it as we go.
We also, you know, the Steam sale started. We talked about that on about speculation
God,
on
I
that on
need
the
to check
patch
flash
last
sales.
week.
Hold on.
And Papers, Please was on sale yesterday. I don't know if it still is. It was $2.99.
I very nearly bought it just to make you proud, and then I was like, I would literally just be buying this for Gus. I will
Gus.
never play it.
It's a fucking fun game.
I saw that how-to video you did with Joel and
We did that
Adam.
forever ago.
That was great too, by the way.
It was so funny to watch you take over and just be like, bada, 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 bada.
Yeah, Gus did a how-to video playing a game called Papers, Please, which is where you run a passport check station.
Yes.
Gus, you sounded so fucking happy.
I'm
Yeah.
so happy playing that game. That game is so much fun.
Such a nerd.
You know, it's like all about like rules and regulations and
And desk organization.
My favorite
desk
part
organization.
is you singing the theme song at the beginning of the
the
video.
funny thing was I couldn't.
Bum,
I
bum.
actually couldn't hear it. We didn't have our
Bum, bum,
headphones.
bum.
No way.
Yeah, so I played the game so much I knew what it sounded like when the graphic was moving. So with no sound, I was singing that theme song.
Like
Maybe
perfectly, too.
we should do a stretch goal so that you actually hum all the music.
Those are
in
the only
Lazer
2 notes I have. Bum and bum.
Bum.
Look, we can do a lot with that. Okay, you can mix up the order all kinds of ways.
You could probably do like the Halo theme song if you wanted it. No?
I am
Bum,
the
bum,
only.
bum.
Try it.
I am
Come on.
so not musical. I think the only
You know what
person
I-
less musical than me in the world might be Bernie.
I'm right there with
We
you.
are both fucking
Mush, mush,
awful.
mush.
My problem is if you are singing in bombs, I'm automatically gonna do the Game of Thrones theme.
Bum.
Bum 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 bum.
True,
bum,
true.
Bum bum bum.
I should bring that cat piano and play
I
that.
was just about to say, if we talk
That
about the
cat
Game of
piano is
Thrones
creepy.
theme, Barbara will bust out her cat piano.
Please get the cat piano.
Don't. It's not necessary.
It's at the zoo, right?
It is at the zoo. The last
It
time I
is.
saw it
We've
was
got
at
a
the
It's
zoo.
at the Rooster Teeth Zoo.
We have a Rooster Teeth zoo, and I don't know like who started that. It's
I think
weird.
it's
It's like
because
a mini like paper diorama
We
with some
had-
tiny animals on it.
We had Kinder Surprises, which I don't know if a lot of Americans will know what I'm talking about, but
Nope.
they're
I hate
sold
talking about
in
these things.
Canada.
You always make fun of America because we banned them.
No, you can buy them in America now.
But it makes
I think
total
they're here now.
Anyway, go ahead.
Anyways, there's Kinder Surprise, which is like a chocolate egg, and there's a toy inside that
They're
you open
terrible.
up.
You're a
and
chocolate
usually you
egg.
build the toy, but here we just had these little animals that came in it. So everybody got these Kinder Surprises at the office and set up this little Rooster Teeth zoo with all these plastic animals.
And it
And
was
the
really,
cat piano.
it's really surprising to a lot of people that we banned those in America for a period of time where it's food that you eat that has something inedible in the middle of it. You know, that's a normal thing. Of course, I say that, and I just spent like the first 10 minutes of this stream like reading rules of why things can't be a certain way.
True.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, if you give like a little kid, not one of your kids because they're weird and don't like chocolate, but
They're weird and don't like
but
chocolate.
other kids, like if you just give them like a chocolate egg, they're just gonna do this.
I would
So
barely.
like I can see where the risk lies.
I don't know that Kinder Surprises count as chocolate.
That's
They're
true
so
too.
fucking awful.
What?
They're terrible.
What?
You heard me.
Look what that is.
Oh, the cat piano.
Thank you for the
is
donuts
here.
and stuff, by the way, Peter.
Peter, you brought us those donuts?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
And he's
awesome.
bringing me the
Thank you.
cat
You're the
piano.
worst person.
Why don't you duck in and say
Thank
hello so
you,
we're not just
but-
talking
Yeah,
to
say
a
hello, give a
disembodied
wave.
person. Come and say hello.
Where am I on the camera?
That's
Right
Peter.
there.
Hey. Everybody say hello to Peter.
Everyone say hello to Peter.
Hello. Goodbye.
See ya.
He's just
Are
like
you-
he
are you-
walked in, dropped the cat piano, and then walked
Are you
out.
gonna show it off?
Oh, right. Meow.
It's a cat piano.
It's creepy as fuck.
What's creepy is that you sounded just like one of the meows when you said that.
We should take that home and play with the cats and see what they do.
They would probably hate it.
It'd be wonderful.
Barbie killing me with that thing. She knows so many songs on that cat piano now.
Barbara, do you actually play the piano or do you just play the cat piano?
No, I took
Do you
keyboard.
just play the cat piano?
I took keyboard.
I took 12 years of cat piano when I was a little kid.
That's like 84 years of regular piano.
I was cat piano in my local choir.
Yeah. I was second chair cat piano. Do pianos have chairs? I'm just making that up.
Second cat
We're
piano.
going to find out now that we need to make friends with an orchestra. Maybe that
true.
should be like our next stretch goal is have a cat piano soundtrack.
I will play it.
Does that thing have audio
Does
line
Laser
out?
Team need? Yes, it does.
It does?
Wait, an audio?
Yeah, like an audio output,
Oh,
like a line
no.
we could pull
Fuck
from.
no.
No, all right.
I don't think so. It has
That's
a
a
little
shame.
microphone if you want to sing karaoke along with it. La la la.
Meow, meow, meow.
Meow meow meow. I don't know how to put it back. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, you got that sent to you, and
I did.
it's been an oddity ever since then.
It really freaks me out. The creepiest thing about this cat piano is if you don't turn it off, after a couple minutes, it'll meow at you. Like, it'll just go. And it's like, what the
Can we please just leave it on all day?
Yeah,
and
I'm
try
going
and
to put the
freak
volume
people
up so people could hear
It
when
also
that
has
happens.
let me see it. It also has a handy like little handle here at the back,
Oh, I didn't notice that.
so you can carry your cat piano with you easily wherever you go.
Yeah, I mean, you'd hate for it to be difficult to carry the
It
cat
also
piano.
has pre-recorded songs in it, so if I go like... Meow. Meow.
Okay. Let's just turn it off.
Okay,
Let's
well,
let it.
that
We'll
was,
just
that
listen
was
to it purr
definitely
at
a
us.
thing that happened.
Okay. I'm going to leave it here.
Daniel's,
Hey, Daniel, how you
speaking
doing?
in
Hey,
to steal some
Daniel.
OJ.
Great. How are you guys doing?
Barbara, I have
Daniel,
to
you ever been on
compliment
live
you on
stream
these.
before? Why don't you tell people who you are, Daniel? Tell people what you do and
Yeah.
what you do here.
He's done stuff. Here, Daniel. What do you do?
Oh, I'm an editor on Ruby, and I'm the sound designer, and
And he's the premier orange juice pourer for the Rooster
Premier
Teeth
Orange Juice
offices.
Pourer.
And I think more importantly, he fucking cheats at poker all the time.
Every
all
day.
the time.
All the time.
Or Bernie just loses a
He's
lot.
a fucking misery at poker.
I think
that guy.
Bernie's about as bad at poker as I am. So
Dude, no.
I totally
I'm
believe
decent.
that.
I'm decent at poker.
It's
Actually,
just
that poker game has produced a lot of employees because that poker game is where Jack was introduced to Rooster Teeth. Like I met Jack at that poker game, and then you as well. Who else for that poker game?
That might be it.
That might be it. No, Brandy. She works with us for
Oh, yeah, yeah,
PR.
Brandy.
Yeah,
Brandy Fonz,
she,
yeah.
she doesn't work at the company, but we work with her. Yeah,
She works with the company.
yeah. And maybe Mr. Tim League, goes to that poker game sometimes and runs the Alamo theaters. Maybe we'll be able to show Laser Team at one of those
And
theaters.
Elijah Wood was at those poker games too.
That is a very good point. That's
I
an
got to meet
influential
him.
poker game in Rooster Teeth history.
I got to say hello to him and be very fangirly. And I was like, "Hi, Elijah. you're cool."
Socially awkward, Barbara. All right,
It happens sometimes.
See
You mean
Daniel.
Barbara?
Barbara.
Barbara.
I said say hello to go fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
put some-
you fucking stole our orange juice. I keep getting disconnected over here.
I think we're out of champagne, huh?
I'm gonna need to go to the store.
This perk gets you the fancy
You can't have a mimosa without
Laser
some
Team
champagne.
Challenge coin is a standalone
Who's
perk.
coming
Select
to
this if
stream?
you already have another perk and just want to add the challenge coin, or if you want just the coin and nothing else.
What's up?
He's reading the rules back to himself to make
That
sure
makes sense. Select this if you already have another perk and just want to add the challenge coin, or if you want just the coin and nothing else.
Sure.
Okay.
There it goes.
Oh no.
Do you hear it?
What is that?
It was purring and then it
It
went.
purrs and it meows.
Okay.
Oh, Barbie. Come on, get out of here. All right, I am making the standalone.
Okay, so first of all,
Fuck up,
Stop
Barbara. I'm making a
Barbara snorted.
standalone
Standalone.
challenge coin perk should be live now. Now, this is a good time to get an update as to where we are now. We're at 1.398, so we're just about to break 1.4 on our way to Will Wheaton. Not that we're competitive. We like Will Wheaton a lot.
we're not competitive, but we're coming for you, Will.
We'll get him.
We're not competitive, so we don't want him to feel bad when we beat him.
Who's that handsome man?
That's
on
out of
that
date.
face?
You out of date. 1.394. We should put the and after today we'll probably on the Indiegogo page put the backer live stream so that people can find out about the plot. Should also be clear when we go to show that live stream recording from earlier this week, there will be plot information in there and there will be concept art in there. In fact, we're going to show the challenge coin on the on the Indiegogo page. I'm about to upload it right now as a description, and it actually does have some of the concept art on there. It's like a design of what we plan for this challenge going to look like. So if you're just like absolutely spoiler phobic, you might not want to do it.
Consult your doctor if you're spoiler
Consult
phobic.
your doctor if you're
Symptoms may include internet bitching, heavy use of the spoiler tag, a sense of
Also,
smugness.
People who haven't seen that live stream on Tuesday are going to be really confused by that coin because they don't really know much about the plot.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
But, I mean, they're going to learn
Get ready to
about
be
better
fucking
eventually.
confused. No, you won't be that confused.
Well, now I'm confused. I wasn't confused, and now I'm confused.
It is the image. It is the image that is the icon for
I would do
a
stuff where I do stuff.
military project. Let's just put it that way. So you shouldn't infer too much from it. Hold on one second. So I'm going to do my update
wow.
here.
All right, Barbara and I are playing a little Portal 2.
We're going to play some co-op. It's just like when we were on the Gauntlet, Gus.
Oh, right. That was fun.
Only we weren't actually controlling anything.
Portal 2 is one of those co-op games that is a real relationship tester.
Yeah.
You know what else is?
Running RTX?
Making an event.
Yeah. It's sharing an office.
It's a constant.
How do you not hate each other?
Who says we don't?
Hey.
I'm just speaking for myself.
Possible. It's very possible.
It's gotta be. This has to be a really stressful time of the year for you guys. We've got not only is this Lazer Team stuff going on, but you're all like RTX is so close. I keep thinking that we have tons of time, and then I look at the dates.
You and me both.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's less than 2 weeks away at this point. Like, next week is our last full week at the office.
Mm-hmm. And then.
Oh my
We're-
god!
and then
I need to
we're-
get in shape.
I know, fit for RTX,
Fit for
right?
You look
RTX.
good, babe. What are you worried about?
All right, what are we doing? Picking
Thanks,
that up, activating
You're
that.
welcome, baby.
Activate.
You guys are gross.
Activate. Oh, no, I picked it up. You activate.
Okay.
What am I doing? I'm going to do that thing. Meow.
What's the button for activate? I haven't played this game
X.
so long.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
X.
that got fucking destroyed.
I don't even know what we're doing.
All right, so I'm going to get this. You're going to go that way over there. And then I'm going to lift that.
Can't you use the these things to point?
Yeah, how do you do that?
That was a
Left bumper?
Left bumper.
Yeah, you go over there. I'm going to lift that, and then you go. You ready?
Yeah. Don't kill me.
No promises.
Could I just jump over this technically?
Me.
Okay. Gus didn't kill me.
Oh, that lowers you.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing now.
Should I make it?
Oh, there. That brings the other thing up, too.
Oh, maybe I should put.
Go.
Fuck! No!
Don't worry, I got you.
Got it.
What if I kill you? Okay, I got it.
Okay.
I got really nervous and I kept missing the fucking thing. All right, I'm gonna lift you up, then I'm gonna go turn this thing around and.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
All right. Now I don't know what to do. You got to figure the next part out. I can't see shit from here.
Oh.
Barbara, still alive?
What
Oh.
did I say about
Yep.
doing Indiegogo? It takes me a while to make updates because you cannot in any way edit stuff after you post it on Indiegogo.
Could I?
We had a.
Oh, really?
You can't. Well, it's the thing. Like you can't put a perk up and then modify what's in the perk after people take it, right? So you can't edit anything there.
Gotcha.
And when you make an update, you can't change anything because it's potentially people are making decisions based on what you wrote. So I guess it's a security measure. But as a result, I'm like
Put it right there.
proofread everything 1,000 times.
What did I put?
We hit our.
Give me another one like.
I guess if I put one there.
Yeah, I
did
can might
you
be
get
able to make that.
there? Okay.
Ash and I used to play when we were dating long distance. We would play Borderlands 2.
Do that.
That was
like
like our date night.
It was. What did Gavin and Meg play? Did they do anything like that?
Can you drop the thing there?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
They were pretty good. They also had a 2-week rule as well.
2-week rule. What does that mean?
When Brittany and I started dating, we established a 2-week rule that we wouldn't go more than 2 weeks without one of us flying to see the other.
Oh, that
Must
was
be
the
nice.
rule?
Must be nice.
I interpreted that totally differently.
I thought it was.
I think Gavin and Meg did the same thing.
That had been no jerk.
I think they saw each other about every 2 or 3 weeks.
Say
Yeah,
you to
I
whisper.
mean,
You're amongst friends.
like-
There's no one watching.
Yeah, we would when we first started dating. It was like if we're gonna see each other. Ash moved from Australia, and when she moved from Australia,
Well, I moved back from Australia. A lot of people seem to think I'm Australian, and I've just magically lost my accent inside of...
You have like a little hint.
It's more that I
has
use funny words.
A very specific accent.
Yeah,
It's more like enunciation she's got.
Everyone tells me that I use funny words. I'm actually getting much closer to saying tomato again.
What do you say?
I said tomato for the longest time because I was there for 4 years, and so it's been a gradual.
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 Like you don't even speak like an Australian. You just like have your own shit you've made up.
So it's been like this gradual move, and so for a while I was being like tomato because I was like my A was like slowly like coming back into America tomato. And I think I'm just about there, but it still sounds weird to say tomato.
Tomato.
I always felt very cosmopolitan saying tomato.
You do sound very fancy. I gotta admit.
No, you sound pretentious.
Well, I'm nothing if not that.
You want to eat some mashed potatoes?
Hey, are you manning TweetDeck?
I'm on Twitter.
I got TweetDeck open here.
What's up?
Nothing. Just see like what people are saying and stuff like that. I just want to make sure.
They say that you smell funny,
What
but
are you
you're very
saying,
handsome.
peeps?
Thank you. That's very kind of you, and a little bit harsh too. A little sugar with spice. I like it.
And everything nice.
Thank you so much for your support of the project.
Did you know
we hit
we're-
our
we have
goal, stretch
crossed-
goal. Thank you so much for your support of the project. We have added a challenge coin to the Lazer Team Indiegogo campaign. This coin is a durable metal alloy with a fancy design on it. Challenge coins are a highly collectible item, and ours will be no exception. I found there. Ours will be no exception. One of the problems I have, Barb, you ran into this. I always give Barb my emails that I'm sending out to people for her to proofread. A problem I've always had is when I write something, I can never proofread it afterwards because I fill in the mistakes myself. Like if I leave out a word, which seems to be something I do a lot, is when I'm writing fast, I just leave out words, and my brain will automatically just insert the word that I left out.
We used to encounter
Yeah.
that all the time with red versus blue scripts.
Like you
People
read,
show it to me. They'll go, "This is wrong," and I go, "I don't see it." Like I
you
literally
did that
can't see it.
recently with something. I think it was for a perk where
Yep.
I said you left out a word and you read it over and you're like, where?
Yeah,
And I was like, you left out the word want. Like, how do you miss that?
yeah. I just can't because I know
Your
what it's
mind
supposed
just
to say.
places it in there.
My mind fills it in. Yeah. I've always thought about they've been threatening to hire me, like when we get a new we don't have a front door person anymore, like a receptionist,
Yeah.
and they want to make that person when they come in here now in charge of my calendar so that they can keep up with that. I'm like, oh no, that'd be terrible. I feel bad for that
Glad you
person.
organized.
God save that person.
I feel bad for that person if they had to do that.
Did you know that we crossed $1.4 million?
Did we really?
Yeah.
That was fast.
Congratulations.
Good job,
Wow.
everyone.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Yay!
I just clapped like an idiot. I literally just clapped like this. I just went, don't. Okay, here. Josh just sent me a message. Josh Flanagan just sent me a message.
Maybe he just saw. Is he like on set? Why is he not here?
Yeah, he's probably on the set of our medieval project.
I don't think they're filming today.
I was on set with him yesterday. It's the first time I've been on set with him on a project.
How is it to be like outfurred by somebody?
It's intimidating. He's got a very impressive beard.
He's got a very respectable fur.
He's going to be probably one of the people that I do game time with next.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the writers for Lazer Team. He's on
Yeah.
the team with me and Chris.
And he's known Chris for a while, right?
He's part of the Lark the Beard group. Marshall was from that group. Chris, Zach Anner. They all did stuff together in college. I mean, sort of. I mean, I kind of lump all those guys together. Josh worked on Zach Anner's travel show.
Riding shotgun.
What?
Riding shotgun.
Was that for, that was not for Rainn Wilson's thing.
It was a Reddit thing,
It was a Reddit thing. Okay.
I believe. If Aaron's here, he could confirm.
See if we can go down this.
All right, guys, I'm posting on the Indiegogo page on the update tab. Right now, I just posted the art for the challenge coin. And just so you know that artwork is subject to change, and I've already added the standalone perk, and I'm about to add the the package one as well.
Now, Twitter is asking if they need to add international shipping for the challenge coin.
Shit. Yes.
Probably $5.
Yeah, for the standalone one, yeah. No, I guess the reason I thought I didn't add that, I'll put that on the $200 one. Yeah, I did that kind of fast. Let me see if I can remove that perk. I'm gonna remove that one real quick. And I'm gonna
Nobody buy that perk yet.
No, it's too late.
Oh, never mind.
It's already been.
It's too
bought.
late. Buy it anyway.
It's already been bought.
Oh
Hold
no.
up. I can.
Why doesn't everyone just live in the same country?
No, I get it. See, the international shipping thing is something it's going to be a little bit of customer service in the back end of the thing to work it all out. Because Indiegogo just doesn't have a system for it. Nor does Kickstarter or anybody else. with crowdfunding.
Well, we learned early on that what a hassle and what a headache international shipping is when we had to ship out the first couple of seasons of Red vs. Blue on our own. You know, we'd have to go around to post offices trying to pull all the customs declaration forms and buy all the weird stamps we needed. It's a handful to deal with.
Have we talked about where people could go to find Q&A now for Lazer Team? There's a new place that they could go that's already ready to go.
There is?
Mm-hmm.
There is?
Yeah. Laser.
Are you going to tell us about it?
Yeah, it's laserteamthemovie.com.
Oh, I'm going to go to it.
There's a whole Q&A up there. It's very plain and simple right now just to get the information out, but thanks for covering my laser.
Oops,
jerk.
Google Chrome could not find...
See us go that way.
Perk
that's
has
'cause I
been
can't
claimed.
spell.
I'm going to go.
All right, let me do the whole thing again.
No, you shouldn't have done that.
What?
Oh, no, I'm talking to Barbara. Sorry. I don't want to.
I just want to test it out. You jerk.
Lazer Team. Rooster Teeth is making its first feature-length film, and we need your help.
Oh,
behind you.
Dude, do you know what happened?
It's got some cool concept
No,
art in the
behind you.
background.
Yeah,
We're
it
headed
does.
to?
We had to go through and approve that, make sure that was okay to show.
And I don't know.
But everything's subject to change. Hey, we got
below
covered
you?
by IO9 yesterday.
Oh, nice.
That was really cool. I was waiting for the sci-fi blogs to pick us up, and I was really happy that they covered us.
I love IO9. They cover weird stuff.
Okay,
Like Rooster Teeth.
I'm re-adding that perk, but to add the $5 shipping thing.
I
But
gotta do this one.
don't worry if you already got the challenge coin standalone. It doesn't. When I remove a perk, it doesn't take it away. It's still in the back end. It's just hidden from you guys. Challenge coin standalone.
Switch
You
it.
fucked it up.
Thank you for the people who asked about that. Yeah, the international shipping thing is kind of a pain in the butt, but it's just something we got to kind of work through. Figure it out. It's I know people get upset too about stuff like geo blocking and stuff like that, but there's just so many rules with so many different countries. It's people. There's a lot of companies that just don't want to deal with it. You know what I mean?
You just want to figure it out.
We talked about that with the contest. Like, should we have these rules? Should we look at this? Like, let's just put it out there and just tell people it's like check in your area if it's legal to do it there, and if not, then don't do it. You know what I mean? And we'll check with the winner for eligibility when they get selected.
Right, because it's just so much headache to have to worry about every possible scenario and then go through all those iterations of rules.
And in the case of international shipping, for it to be the easiest way to do it in the Indiegogo system would be, okay, if you're this DVD, for instance, we'd say, okay, DVD, and then here's the international shipping DVD perk. Then here's the T-shirt. Then here's the T-shirt international perk. So we would double or triple all of our perks on that page, and you wouldn't be able to tell anything at all. And honestly, I mean, people have seen from the charts about, I think, what are we at? Like 90% of the donations are coming from the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
So they're really just exceptions, but we'll work through it. Okay, I re-added the challenge coin was gone for a second, and I'm working on the package one right now. Add it up. Wow, we're 1.411 already.
Awesome.
Oh, does that put us over the top of Will Wheaton?
4.1.
He's 4.4, I think.
3.5. There was a 3 and a 5.
Can we stop guessing, or can we just look it up? Everyone's just saying numbers out loud. The numbers are confusing enough as it is. Let me see here.
Gus keeps disconnecting from Xbox Live.
Why, Gus? Why?
It's because he's busy on his phone.
Yeah. Yeah, my phone is disconnecting my Xbox.
It's being like, well, your phone gets jealous. It's a jealous type.
He was
the Xbox gets jealous.
Will's very successful
It's gonna be
crowdfunding
like,
campaign
You get to talk to him.
for Tabletop Season 3, which all of you should watch when it comes out, is 1.413. And so, okay, so
413.
1.413. So we are $2,000 away from crossing over and being the biggest digital group to
Let's
ever
just
have a crowdfunding
refresh
campaign.
over and over and over.
So this is what I want to point out too. When we talked about the marketing stuff before, is that setting these records and getting up in these other levels is that the marketing is an ongoing thing. Like, there's some of you that probably weren't aware
1.412.
weren't aware that Will Wheaton had a crowdfunding campaign before. They might not even have been aware of that. And so just us talking about it 2 months later, because we're crossing over it, that's further marketing for Will Wheaton's thing. It like brings it back up to a group of people.
Yeah.
I'd imagine a lot of people in our audience are people who would be interested in what Will Wheaton's doing over on Geek and Sundry.
Yeah, it's they do board games, right?
Yeah, Tabletop's a board game
So
series.
even though the crowdfunding has closed for that one,
Appropriately named.
now they're educated about the series and they can watch it.
Right. This is the ongoing marketing. It's like, for Will Wheaton's thing. And so like later down the road, when we're in the middle of making Lazer Team, some other project will come up, where somebody will crowdfunding. It'll pass us, and that'll be, reported on. So-and-so passed the Rooster Teeth Indiegogo, which would be like, we lost our record, but we'll get promotion out of that.
Right.
There's
value in that.
So close.
It's funny, I was just looking up stuff the other day.
1.413.
We got it. Hey! That's
job, everybody.
So now we are
You
officially.
guys are the best.
Thanks to all your support, we are the most successful crowdfunding campaign for digital entertainment, for someone coming out of the digital entertainment space, the web group, doing that. So that's
Digital
awesome.
High five, internet.
Ones and
High five,
zeros.
like
Ha
this.
ha ha.
1001.
Put your hand.
LOL.
Put your hand right in the middle of the screen, and we got it. Hold on.
If they have a tiny little hand.